Welcome to the Thrive series. And today, this is going to be so much fun. We get to learn from Sara, the intuitive finance coach. And first of all, Sara, I'd love for you to explain a little bit more about what that means.
All right. So, hello, everyone. Hello, Sara Nation. This is Sara Chevere, creator and founder of Finance Babe. And what I do is very simple. I help women to intuitive become financially fit. I help them to connect their mind, their hearts with their bank accounts, right? And that's something that we definitely need a lot so they can thrive, right?
Yes, absolutely. I love that definition. And I know that a lot of our listeners are thinking, ooh, that's me. I want to do that. So, first of all, I just want to say this is actually how I met Sara, is I attended her series, I think about a year ago almost, about this very thing. And she was interviewing people, and I learned so much. And then just wanted to stay connected. And so then Sara was actually inspiration behind me doing this series was what a fun way to bring more to our audiences.
Definitely.
So I know that you have, let's start with, okay, let's tie a couple of things together. Um, First of all, how you got into this. And then second of all, where you're going next with this.
Okay. So I have been a coach in different areas. I've been coaching since 2008. I started in the health arena. And then I noticed that a lot of the women at that time, they wanted to be healthy, but they also wanted to start businesses, right? Some sort of businesses. So I started teaching health, but then in the middle of it, I was helping people to create businesses, online businesses. So then I'm like, wait a second, I guess my focus should be business. And then once I started doing that, I felt that I was too spread out and I wanted to niche out a little bit more. And I wasn't sure what to do. And then I realized that I have been in the financial industry for over 17 years. And I like, it's right here in front of my nose. I need to teach women about finances because the reality is money touches everything that you love. Even if you don't want to accept that, that is the reality. Everything that we love, our family, the material things that we have, the experiences that we can have, our health, our love, everything. Money touches everything that we love. So we have to realize if we don't know how to manage our money, how can we thrive? How can we achieve the things that we want? How can we live the lifestyle that we are looking for? Right? How can we help our loved ones so they can also thrive as well? How can we leave a legacy, right, for our generations to come? So that's why I want to have, I want women to connect intuitive, right, with their emotions and with their minds, and like on how they're thinking about money, so they can shift that. And I want to empower them so they can manage their money, and without even the need of a financial advisor or anything like that, but at least to learn those concepts, those basic concepts that will help them to take charge of their money, that will help them to thrive financially, and so they can live their lives on their own terms, right?
Yeah.
That's my goal. And my mission and my vision is to stand for women's vision, for women's dream, and help over 100,000 women to achieve this. Definitely. I have a huge vision, as you can see.
Yes.
Mission. Yeah.
I love that. And so where are you I know that there are certain things that you offer now, and you've got this huge vision. And in 2023, you mentioned to me before we started recording that your word for 2022 was actually thrive.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And do you want to share what your word for 2023 is?
Absolutely. So yes, thrive was my word for 2022, and it helped me to like um achieve a lot of great things. But now, as I see what's going on in the market, as I see what's going on all around the world, the new word is shift. It is time for women to shift their mindset, to shift their vision, to shift their intention of what they want. They cannot keep doing this exact same thing every single day, expecting different results. It
Yes.
is time for change. It is time for shifting and standing for their vision, and standing for their goals, standing for their dreams, standing for what they want right now and what they want in the future. And definitely a lot, like I call this zombies. We need to stop being zombies and waking up every day, doing the exact same thing, going to bed, unsatisfied, and still dreaming, right? And feeling like they don't have a choice on how to achieve their dreams and their goals, because they do, and it is in them. It is in them to achieve that. It's just a matter of shifting,
Shifting.
right? That's
Yes,
what it is. Definitely. And that's what we want to do in 2023.
absolutely. And I can feel the passion in your voice. And I know I'm like, oh, this is happening.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can feel it. It connects to your vision.
Yes.
One of the things you do is help women connect to their vision
Mm-hmm. Yes.
and their intuition, which I feel like that is part of our gift as being female. And yet, for so many of us, it hasn't been, we haven't shown the light on it yet.
Correct. Exactly. We're still hiding.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're still hiding, right?
Yeah.
We're still hiding behind something. It doesn't, like behind something. And it is time to again to get out there and do something of impact, because we want to be the source of transformation in this world. But if we're not doing anything to impact and to be able to achieve that, then what's the point, right? What's the point of being living,
Right.
right? So we want to be that source of transformation, and it is 100% our responsibility to do that 100% of the time.
100%. Yes. Taking radical responsibility and
Yes.
then connecting that to, as you were saying, so if we have these dreams and these visions, and yet we're not recognizing the part, or we're continuing this pattern that maybe we grew up with, that we don't talk about money. It's something that taboo. We shouldn't want money. We shouldn't want, it shouldn't be a part of the equations. I think a lot of us have kind of grown up that way.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's a disconnect. If you have a big vision,
Yes.
there, money is a part of the equation.
Yes. Yeah. And again, the reality is, we we are so disconnected that we actually think that we're preparing for just enough, right? We're not preparing for abundance. We're
Yep.
preparing for just enough. Like around our age, right? Or women over 50, for example, they're probably now start thinking about the retirement, right? In the past, it was like, oh, I just want to have fun. Then, oh, I'm gonna get married. Oh no, now I have to have kids. I'm having kids. Then probably in their 40s, about thriving, or like, or doing something, for their family, maybe taking care of, oh, now my kids are getting married, right? And in their 50s, then they're like, okay, now I need to take care of myself. And it doesn't mean that it's late, but we have to recognize that we cannot keep planning for just enough. Like, unfortunately, the resources for retirement, as good as they might be, they're not going to be enough for us to sustain ourselves for 20 additional years. So this is a time for us to prepare financially in order to be able to thrive when we actually want to make the decision of not working anymore, or at least to maintain our lifestyle, and being able to decide, like, have the power to decide when I want to work and when I don't want to work, instead of being a slave of having to have a job, or being stressed out, living in anxiety and uncertainty because they don't know where the money is going to come. I don't
Absolutely.
know if you know this, Aimee, but like, the majority of the people, the baby boomers that have retired, one of the biggest fear is running out of money before they passing away,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And
Outliving their money.
exactly,
Yeah.
outliving their money. So we want to make sure that that doesn't happen to us. So we still have, if we still have years to prepare for that and avoid that. And as you can see, with inflation and shrinkflation, and then maybe taxes going up, the market going down, we see a lot of my clients are seeing um, their savings and their retirement, that the money that they put aside for retirement, they're seeing it getting depleted, and we don't know how long it's going to take for those things to get back, right? So we have to shift. We have to shift and say, okay, this is what I'm going to be focusing on now,
Yes.
right? And there are many ways that we can thrive financially.
Yes, I totally agree. And a lot of people could be really feeling and operating from a place of scarcity and lack right now in
Yes.
their fears and worries.
Mm-hmm.
And so within that, if that's what somebody is feeling, or if they're beyond that and they're knowing, I love the saying that you are talking about, rather than the mindset of barely enough,
Mm-hmm.
going into that mindset of abundance.
Yes.
So in what ways do you work with people that, do you have programs or courses or?
Yeah, absolutely. So, um, for example, now in January, what I've been doing is a workshop. It's called the Money Ascension Plan. And what I do with that is I help women to close the gap, to identify, first of all, what are their priorities and their values,
Mm.
right? What are their priorities and their values? And then connect that with how they are spending their money, and how they're managing their money, and see if the way they're managing their money and the way they're managing their spending is aligned with their priorities and their values, right? And if that's not the case, then we need to close that gap. That's like that, and that's one thing that I'm teaching, right? How to listen to your intuition so you can improve your relationship with money. And also, I like a roadmap, create a roadmap of your life, or the life that you're dreaming about, right? And it's something that is not going to happen in the first quarter of the year,
Right.
but we can plan and take the right steps per quarter, every quarter, right? Focus on the things that are going to get you closer to that goal, and your like the lifestyle that you're looking for, right? Or the dreams that you're having.
Right. Oh, that's beautiful. I love the roadmap idea. I use that a lot with different things that I teach too, because it's just a great visual, isn't it? To say,
Yes.
if we don't take a look at, here's where I'm at, here's where I
Mhm.
want to go,
Yes.
then we're living by default.
Correct. Correct. If we don't know where we're going, we are going to end up somewhere else, right? And or how are we going to know that we have arrived,
Right.
right? If we don't know where we're going. So that's why we have to be very intentional from now on what we do. Time is running out, right? At our age, like we have to value our time, and we have to use it on the activities that are going to help us to thrive. And I'm going back to that word, right?
Yes,
We have to do that, right?
absolutely. Absolutely. So these links are below the video as well to find out about what you do, how to follow you, where to follow you at. And within that, are there any of your programs that you would like to highlight that might be really helpful for someone in 2023, that all of this is speaking to them and they're thinking, all right, I would like to pursue this?
So this is what's coming up. I'm creating a community of women that are like-minded, that wants to become financially savvy, and wants to get empowered, right? Feel empowered and take charge of their money. And this community, it's a membership. It's called Prosperity Portal, and it's the portal that is going to take you from this side to the other side, right? The side that is going to help you to achieve all of those goals. And again, like we are going to be touching our hearts and our emotions, because that's one thing that as women we need to take care of, first of all, before we can actually manage our finances with ease, right? And that's one thing that I would say that financial advisors are not acknowledging, right? They're just, and financial advisors, they just want you to, hey, give me your money and I take care of it, right? There's no education, there's no connection. And that's another thing that I want to do within the community of Prosperity Portal, right? We want to connect, we want to support each other, we want to make sure that there's support not only from me, right, but also all the women, and how we can all thrive together with our different goals. Like, we not everybody, their main goal is financial, like becoming rich or millionaire, multimillionaire, or anything like that. But again, money touches everything that we love, and for that we have to be aligned with money and have a good relationship with money in order to be able to thrive in the rest of the areas, like health, like our relationships, right? Our close relationship with our partners or with our kids, right? Or maybe other relationships that right now are not doing very well, right? So business, career, all of that is combined, right? And this is the right community in order to be able to achieve that, right? Because we are all, and I keep saying right, we are all with the same goal, which is to learn how to manage our finances.
Beautiful. That power of community, I think, is so priceless,
Yes.
and something that we've really, after 2020, that we've really become aware of. And I can see that being hugely effective in this program. I'm excited to learn more about the program.
Yeah, definitely.
And I also want to just shine a light on what I think is one of your brilliant superpowers. How Sara was just describing connecting with the emotions. I think that may harken back to your past work with fitness and health.
Mm-hmm.
And because our bodies carry those emotions. And this is another way that makes Sarah so unique in this world of finances, with a background in health, connected to the emotions, the intuition. I mean, it really makes you um, just a shining example of just the whole picture of this holistic kind of view of finances.
So let me tell you this, Aimee. In I lost 15 pounds this year. This year. And I gained the pounds during COVID.
Okay.
And you can see like at least 90% of the people that at least that I'm around somehow during COVID, they have developed some sort of illness, or they have gained weight, or they're mentally or emotionally affected, right? Because it affected the whole world, right? So I recognized that, and I realized that it affected me emotionally, right? Everything that was going on, and then this year again, my intention was I need to thrive. I cannot keep on this road. I was compensating, right? I was trying to compensate all those emotions by eating more or by drinking sugary things, like things that will make me feel good, right? Technically not, but like, and I was feeling horrible. Like I was feeling like heavy and not myself. I was not feeling authentic with myself, at all. So this year, like recovering my health, it has helped me also to see, wow, like how the emotions can affect us, right? And then hormones too. I don't know, like, like when during this during this age also, you get the changes in life and things like that, that obviously if somebody is going through that, they need to check themselves, right? They will need to make sure that they are okay, they're healthy, etc. But definitely COVID had a toll, like on a lot of people. So definitely, that what I was going to is, yes, I understand. I understand when you don't feel good with yourself, or I understand when your health is not optimal, right? But again, that's why money is so important, because money touches that too, touches our health, right? When a lot of people got let go, or they didn't have a job anymore, right? All of those things put a toll in our bodies as well.
Right.
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 So we can definitely thrive on
Yes.
that.
Yes, we can. Oh, my goodness. So this conversation has been very empowering to me. I know, and I know that our audience as well. And I know that's a big part of your goal.
Yes.
To wrap this up, do you have anything that I don't know, that you feel like you just want people to know?
I would say, what do you want? What do you want your life to be in 2023? What is the impact that you want to create in your life and in other people's life, right? Because again, we are all connected one way or another. We are all connected. um Join me on the journey of self-love, self-discovery, and unapologetic confidence. Let's take charge of our life and also our finances, so we can live our life in our own terms, right? Without depending on anything else. And remember that financial responsibility is the new sexy, right? It's not necessarily about the way I look. It's not necessarily about how my shape in my body, what type of body I have. No, the new sexy today is financial responsibility.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Sara, you bring such fire and passion to this topic and just to life. I can feel you're thriving, and I'm excited to see how shift happens personally and professionally for you. And I can't wait to learn more about this prosperity portal too.
Definitely, definitely. I'll be glad to share with all of you if you want to. Definitely.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate you being here. Um, you bring so much value and make it feel so possible.
Definitely.
Yes.
Definitely.
Mm,
Thank you so much, Aimee.
absolutely. So here's to all the shifts in 2023, my friend.
Definitely. Ciao.
Cheers.